The distress signal pulsed through subspace for 19 standard cycles before anyone responded. By then, the Calrasi colony on Proxima Centauri IV was barely hanging on. Ambassador T. Len watched the orbital scans with all four of her eyes widened in despair. The parasitic Vex swarm had consumed nearly half the continent, their biomechanical structures spreading like a metallic cancer across the once verdant landscape. 3 million Calrasi colonists huddled in the remaining safe zones, their naturally passive biology offering no defense against the aggressive invaders. "How much longer until evacuation ships arrive?" she asked, her translucent skin paling further with stress. Science Director Zelnar's gill membranes fluttered anxiously. "The nearest Calrasi fleet is 8 cycles away. We won't survive too." Delen's antennae drooped. The Calrasi had spread peaceful colonies across 17 systems, but their physiological aversion to violence and evolutionary adaptation that had served them well on their gentle homeworld left them desperately vulnerable to the Vex. What about the response signal we received? Could they arrive sooner? Zelnar consulted the communication array. "They're already in system. A species called humans. Unknown capabilities. They claim to be from Sector 3R7, but that's—" "What?" Delen prompted. Zelnar's voice dropped to a whisper. "A death world." The command center fell silent. Everyone knew the legends of Deathworlder's species evolved on planets so harsh and unforgiving that they developed biological adaptations considered monstrous by galactic standards. Strength, aggression, physical durability, and worst of all, an instinct for violence. "We called for help," Tia Len said finally. "We cannot reject it based on xenophobic superstition." Before Zelnar could respond, the communication officer interrupted. "Ambassador, the human vessel has entered orbit. They're requesting landing coordinates." Telen straightened her ceremonial robes. "Direct them to the central plaza. I will greet them myself." Captain Maya Rodriguez stepped onto the alien soil, breathing deeply through her nose as her team deployed behind her. 26 Earth Special Forces operatives, each carrying enough firepower to level a small city spread out in a defensive perimeter around the landing craft. "Atmosphere reads as non-toxic but low oxygen," Lieutenant Chen reported beside her. "Gravity at 0.76 Earth standard. Temperature comfortable." Maya nodded, watching as a group of tall, willowy aliens approached. Their bodies reminded her of bioluminescent jellyfish, somehow given humanoid form translucent skin, revealing a network of glowing internal organs, 4 large eyes, and delicate antennae that swayed with each movement. Her translator picked up their language, converting it to English in her ear implant. "I am Ambassador T. Len of the Calrasi Cooperative," the lead alien said, performing a flowing gesture with its 4-fingered hands. "We thank you for answering our distress call." Maya returned a crisp salute. "Captain Maya Rodriguez, Earth Defense Force. We received your signal and came as quickly as possible." The alien ambassador's eyes blinked in sequence. "Your response was unexpectedly swift. Our nearest allies are still cycles away." Maya allowed herself a tight smile. "Humans tend to move quickly when lives are at stake, Ambassador. Brief us on the situation." As T. Len explained the Vex invasion, Maya's tactical mind processed the information with cold efficiency. The Calrasi were clearly a Class IV species, technologically advanced, but evolutionarily pacifistic. No natural defenses, no predatory instincts. Easy prey. "How many of these Vex are we dealing with?" she asked, reviewing the colony scans on her tactical display. "Our estimates suggest approximately 5 million individual units," Science Director Zelnar replied. "But they operate as a hive consciousness,